On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are back in the shop with my cheap 987 Porsche Boxster. And you guys know this car, it's been on the channel many times before, but of course I just bought it back and it's about to roll over 200,000 miles. Today, we're gonna find out just how bad this thing has done in its last 200,000 miles, or what it needs to go the next 200,000. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today I'm here with my good friend Ryan, who is a dealer tech with a lot of experience on different Porsches. So he's seen many of the things under the moon that could go wrong with a Boxster, and I don't know how many Boxsters have you worked on with 200,000 miles on them?
Do it 200, none. Otherwise, far too many.
Okay. So this might be the highest mileage one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a bar for things to go wrong, I guess. So let's get this thing up on the lift. I guess to see the engine, right, we have to like tear the whole back end apart.
Yeah, at least two covers.
Okay, and well, the speaker cover's out of here. I guess we could lift the top up. And when the top's up, right, you lift it up like halfway and
Yeah, halfway into service position, undo a couple cables.
Okay.
And 5 T30s.
That's not that bad.
It's not.
It seems like it's the end of the world.
It's a very German way of doing it, but it's not that bad.
Okay. Now, I can tell you up front, a long time ago I fixed the top. And you know, it did that thing where when it comes up, it doesn't, the top doesn't go over the ring rail.
Yeah, it doesn't tuck.
Yeah, it doesn't tuck. So I actually have to fix that again. That's probably the first thing on the to-do list because there's a lot of wind noise if it doesn't tuck. It just sucks the air right into the cabin.
Yeah,
so
it can also break rods.
Can it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that hasn't happened yet, but I need to get it fixed then.
Yeah.
Let's throw this thing on the lift, get it up in the air, and see what we can see underneath. Because that's where Ryan said he wants to start. Let's be honest. That's the easiest place to start.
It is a good place to start.
Don't have to tear the car apart.
Right.
All right, let's do it. And with the Boxster up in the air, it is time to get a PPI. Now that I've already bought it. That's the best way to do a PPI.
It's a good time to start.
Yeah. Well, it's here.
It's honestly pretty impressive.
It looks like, you think the shock or the boot? A little bit of wetness right there around the...
Both sides are doing it.
Both sides?
I'm gonna say that's probably the CV starting.
Okay.
The shock is running down, but...
A little bit?
Yeah, just a shadow.
I see it, I see that, yeah.
But for 200, that's not bad.
Not bad. And these kind of look like OEM, like a Porsche shock went back on it. And then...
It's actually dry.
But what, right here, oh, this is the lower pan, isn't it?
Yep.
That's leaking. It sure looks like, it doesn't look like it's coming from above.
And probably from around your filter.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's kind of exactly what it looks like there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's oil change time. I know that the previous owner was actually taking care of it. He said he did 3 oil changes and he only put a couple thousand miles on. I think he was doing an oil change a year kind of thing.
I mean, it's not a bad way to do it.
Nope.
It's factory spec, so.
Just do it no matter what.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking, I smelled some coolant. It might have just been another car on the highway in Texas, which wouldn't be uncommon.
Right.
But I smelled some coolant and I was worried. Anything, I mean, these boots are looking good on the lowers. Sway, there's a little leakage on that upper sway bar link. This
doesn't look like it's torn open.
It doesn't. Where did that come from?
Oh, I guess it is torn open.
Ah, okay. So sway bar front links. That's not a bad fix.
No. Both sides.
All right. So that's probably a set, honestly. So that's perfect.
Yep. Similar to the rear, just some
seepage?
seepage.
Okay.
Just starting.
What's the word on the brakes? Oh wow,
They're fairly new.
The lip's not bad either. Let's check them both. Oh, this one's even better. Yeah. This one has almost no catch. Filthy. This whole car is a little dirty.
Yeah.
It was super clean until I drove it 400 miles home in the middle of the night. Even the tires are better than I expected.
Right, and it's got 4 S's on the front.
4 S's. This thing stays hooked up in the corners.
Nice.
Because I've been known to send it in a corner or two. We're getting close to the wear bars on the rears. Close. Actually, this one's wearing uneven. That's what's going on.
Yeah, the tire pressures, if you set them to the door, it's pretty high, so it'll start with the center.
Okay.
Yeah. There's There's usually 2 or 3 different air pressure settings depending upon load and speed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this thing's impressive.
I guess the wear is equal, and I'm not seeing it eat through the inside, so that's always nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even cupping them.
I don't see any exhaust leaks. I don't see any black around the gaskets here.
No.
What do you think about all these bushings? Not?
Well, they can be deceptive, even though they've got light cracking in them.
Yeah.
We'll lower it down and shake it, but I bet you there's not going to be any play in them.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, they always look like they're cracked.
Okay.
But they got to be pretty bad to actually move.
All right. These look expensive. They're aluminum.
Oh yeah, whole arms. Ball joints look good.
That's good. But yeah, I do think shocks are on the list. Maybe. I guess all that wetness is really coming out of the boot. I saw all this buildup right in there, and
Yeah.
it had me wondering. But
So a lot of these, there will be like a second cap.
okay.
So when you go to reboot them, you have to drive the cap off.
Oh, you don't just swap them. You change the boots?
You can.
Okay. Huh.
So it's likely it's just coming out of that seam. But since it's not actually flinging that much, it probably still has grease in it.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any noise.
Right.
And we
No clicking yet?
no clicking. We'd hear noise, I guess, if it was bad.
Vibrations, anything like that?
Clutch, throw out bearing, spin up on start, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
Just for a couple seconds, you hear the whir of it coming up to speed.
For 200.
Two. That's
Makes
right.
sense.
That's right. Yeah. But the clutch is still solid. There's not really any vibration. It's probably tune-up time. I bet it's time for like plugs. It looks like a job.
It's really not that bad.
It's not
Tire off, you come through the wheel wells.
for all three. Mm-hmm. Okay, because I can see it. I can see it right here, but it looks like accessibility is rough.
Yeah, I would plan to have coils ready. The boots tend to get tore up coming out. If they don't, you could put them back.
Okay. But coils are probably that's just put the money in it, kind of.
Might as well.
I don't want them failing on this road trip.
Yeah, might as well. While you're there.
Yep. And I don't smell any coolant right now. We don't see any coolant under it, and that's my biggest worry was coolant.
Yeah, so I don't see any traces of it. We could pull that top cover off and double check on top for the switchover valves, make sure that's not a problem.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan. And apparently I'm gonna have to clean this exhaust up. It looks rough. Oh, what a good looking exhaust. It looks like Brian was trying, because this is like Brasso.
Yeah.
The white. Little bit of cleaning there. Oh, honestly, I just need to go hand wash this thing, and I think it'll come back.
Probably.
The wheels need some love, the brakes needed some love, and that'll make working on it quite a bit easier too.
Oh yeah.
But really, this thing's pretty straight, I expected more damage.
I am impressed for the mileage, for sure.
All right, Porsche, you're doing all right so far. So we got the car back down on the ground, we got the top up, and it is time. So we did skip ahead here. We went ahead and lifted up the back, which you just lift up basically. And then you've got access to the back after you pull this little piece of carpet off. So now we just have to take out all these T30s on the engine cover there. So without breaking the glass, one of the few cars you can work on from inside the car.
Yeah, if you have to change the belt, you take the front panel out.
Well, it's filthy under here, but it might need PCV. Is that? I see a lot of wetness around the.
Yeah, so the air separators, it is common.
Okay.
However, usually when they fail, it will smoke like a freight train.
Oh, okay.
So it would be a good idea for preventative, but it has not failed technically.
Okay. So that doesn't actually look that expensive. It looks like $100 part.
Porsche
tax. Okay. It just looks like a piece of plastic to me.
Yeah.
So it looks like, this is an oil air separator, right? It must, it's like dumping the air back into the intake, and then it's supposed to let the oil like spiral back down into the crankcase. Gotcha. But up here, everything looks dry. Everything on the valve cover. I'm honestly a little surprised.
Yeah. Power steering tank might pressurize a little bit.
Okay.
But might be all that is.
we're missing a screw on the air filter, and honestly the air filter looks terrible. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this screw off. Let's see how bad it looks. This is the wrong way to do this. It's how you drop a screw. Thanks. Thanks for the assist. I was gonna drop that for sure. You know, not as bad as I thought. It looked like it was full of sheetrock dust, but it actually looks survivable. It's dirty. All right, we'll put an air filter in it. It's on the list.
On the list.
That's the only air filter though, right? It's not like it's not twins.
Nope, nope, just this corner.
Cool. Is it it doesn't look like the end of the world? What do you think? How bad of a job is it?
They're really not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Air separator, air filter. Oil change.
Yeah. I'm gonna look down in here, try to see if I can't see that switch over.
I'm a little worried about that valve. So Ryan tells me there's a switchover valve in here that it uses for the transmission cooler. And when they fail, they blow all their coolant out. And I was expecting to see a few coolant leaks, and we haven't seen any yet. It's really hard to see in there, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I got a camera if you want. I hope they leak a little bit before something bad happens.
They do.
Okay, okay. Well, that's good news.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
I'm much more reassured in driving this car 1,000 miles. But hey, it already made it 400 home, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. How clean of a bill of health are we calling this?
Surprisingly nice.
Surprisingly
nice.
I fully agree with surprisingly clean. It's better than I was expecting. You know, I was sure it was gonna need valve cover gaskets. I was like, it's just at that age where...
Crankcase, reseal, just...
Yeah.
Pull out the Rolex kind of.
Right. It should need some real work. But hey, what a great car. And maybe it all comes from just being driven all the time.
You know, they appreciate it.
Absolutely. Somebody the other day asked if I was scared of buying another 70,000 mile McLaren. And I was like, if it had that many miles on it, I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Because everything that needs to break broke.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
lots of people are afraid of bore scoring and IMS bearings.
Yeah.
But
this is the sort of fixed.
Yeah. It already has the larger non-serviceable.
Yep.
And with a 1% failure. So that's already probably not an issue to start with.
Which is another thing. When I bought it, I was scared to death. But I mentioned it in the first videos, and every Porsche person told me if it hasn't broke yet, it's not going bad on this car.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If it's made at 200, it'll be fine. It's like a 6.0 Power Stroke. If it was going to break, it would have broke 20 years ago.
That's what happens when you buy a 6.0 that wasn't modded.
Yeah.
They just don't. Or you get some kind of cooler leak.
Yeah.
EGR.
Yeah, but this thing is surprisingly nice. It really is.
Not bad. Now I really want to clean it up. I'm more excited about it. So maybe I buy the boots for the CVs, although that's not the end of the world yet.
No, I would just spray those off. If there's still grease in there, I'd just spray them off.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's not the boot leaking. It's that metal cap that goes around it.
Okay, so it's on more of a monitor, not a swap.
Correct.
Because that's got to be $1,000. I have no doubt that it's $500 a sign.
Yeah.
At least.
I would start with the separator.
Separator, oil filter, plugs, coils, maybe. I mean, it's running perfectly. I don't even know why I'm really doing plugs, coils. But
yeah, these will set ignition driver codes if you have one failing.
Okay.
So as long as you don't have those codes.
Cool.
More times than not, when you pull the coils out, you'll tear a boot.
All right. So if I do it, commit.
Just do it. Yeah.
That's it. You just have to commit.
Yep.
All right. And I honestly I somehow expect the top to stop working at some point, but I don't really see any issues in here. Like there's no leaks right here.
It's all cable.
Oh, it's all cable.
Yeah, so you've got the electric drive motor.
Okay.
Cables go back to transmissions.
Okay.
That flips the top and the lid. This is a gas shock for the lid.
Gotcha. It looks like it has a line coming off of it. Oh, it just has a bend in it. What an interesting gas shock.
Yep. And like I was saying earlier,
curve.
when the top doesn't fold in,
Yeah.
the rods over here just have nylon balls on the end.
Okay.
So you won't, in theory, it'll break the nylon ball before it actually causes real damage.
Okay.
So it's all working, it's all secured. So as long as you get that fixed.
Fixing this is high on the list then.
Yeah.
All right. And I think the fix is in the glove box. Let's find out. I haven't even opened the glove box on this car. Ooh, 3 Kleenex. Can't beat that. Is there another glove box? I don't see the elastic.
That should be it.
Oh, what if it's in here?
Center.
It's not. There's the key. The other key, it came with 2 keys.
Well, there you go.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
2 keys. All right, well, I'll go buy some elastic and we'll staple that back together.
Yeah.
That'll keep this thing, hopefully, from breaking anymore. I don't want to be breaking that top. It's, yeah, not cheap.
Nope.
Cool. I'll get an air filter and the separator coming. This looks like a very easy job. It look maybe
Brittle plastic, just keep that in mind.
okay. It's pretty.
Depending upon how that hose goes, you may end up taking the center intake. You can leave the sides, you'll just undo the clamps, take the center,
Okay.
lift it up and out,
All
and
right.
you'll see the other end.
I see. Yeah, it kind of looks like it has like 2 e-torques on the housing, and then it all just kind of pops off. But I assume this is like a kit that comes with the hose. Maybe not.
It's been a while since I put one in. So.
Okay. Cool. And something's missing here, right? An engine cover? See that?
Nope.
The bracket to nowhere?
Nope.
Just a bracket to nowhere.
Yeah. Probably just from a different option.
All right.
You know, the only cover you have is this stuff.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Ryan.
Absolutely.
This is much more exciting. I was waiting on you to come over here and tell me this car was terrible. you shouldn't have done it.
I was waiting to lowball, but I guess I'm not now.
Yeah. I'll cut you at the knees.
Oh.
We got one more thing to check with the top closed here. Ryan wanted to take a look at the coolant reservoir.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, look at that. And once you put some light in there, you can see it's perfect.
Still factory too.
I kept not being able to see in it, so I figured it was just like faded to the point where you couldn't. But it looks like it's totally fine.
That's a trick.
Man, that's awesome. Better than I thought again. I figured I'd have to replace that whole section there.
Yeah.
But cool.
It's a beaut, Clark.
It's yeah, it's something. No, honestly, this has been a great car. It's been more fun than I ever expected to have with a cheap Porsche.
You know, honestly, the worst thing that they built is still a Porsche. So.
Is that, are we calling this the worst?
Well, I guess it's subjective.
It's subjective. If we call it the worst, the comments are brutal.
I'd get lit up again.
Yeah. Man, both hood struts are good.
Yeah.
Is this one really good?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well,
It could use
it
a
didn't
room.
fall.
It didn't fall. But it's also not leaking, which is something. Yeah. All right. All good news. Well, guys, that is pretty good news. We've got a little to-do list. I got to go figure out what this is going to cost. I hope it's not outrageous. I assume it's in the few hundreds of dollars. But that's not a bad price to keep a 200,000 mile Porsche on the road. And then the oil change will probably, it'll be $100, let's be honest. But that's not too bad either. And then that air filter can't be more than like $25, $30, even though it's huge. That's a really big air filter element. But that's not bad. And the elastic's gonna be $3. So we're back on the road with the top. So we looked up the oil air separator, and I might have been wrong, but I might have been right. If I buy the oil air separator from Porsche, it looks like it's about $700. But it comes with all the hoses.
Okay.
It showed like all the flex hoses come as part of the kit.
Yeah.
But let's be real, like those hoses probably aren't bad as long as I don't bend them.
Yeah, I mean, plastic, it ages. As long as you reach in there with that pick with nice light pressure and you don't break them, you can reuse them.
So don't try the squeeze tab release.
No, you'll pretty much guarantee you'll break them.
Okay. And I don't want it coming off on the road. But the flip side of this is if I do leave the hose, which is just a simple little Y hose, and it seems like I could buy that later if I break it, $35 for the part.
There we go.
So I'm very down for $35. There's no doubt about it. I'm gonna get this thing ordered. Luckily, I'm gonna order the cheap one. Let's be honest, guys. It's a Phoebe part. It can't be that bad. And we'll order all the rest of these parts, and I hope we get out about $200 in maintenance.
There you go.
And it's back on the road for, I'm not guaranteeing any additional 100,000 miles.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I don't think after that much maintenance you can just promise the next 100. But maybe if I clean the engine while I'm in there, we'll be ready to rock. This is what a tricky engine to clean, because you're in the cab.
Well, and I have a feeling that as soon as you clean it, it's going to go right back to looking like this.
I mean, it definitely sucks all the dirty air up underneath.
And traps.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, there's nowhere for it to go.
Yeah.
But I would love to clean this thing up. I just don't know what you're supposed to do when you're in the cabin. You can't really even put that much water in there without just filling the interior up.
Yeah.
Tricky. Tricky.
I don't know about on the Boxsters. I've seen Caymans, essentially the same car with the hard top. I've seen them where they put Lexan rather than putting the factory hardcover back in.
So you can see the engine.
So you can see everything.
Yeah.
So you could go all 90s, but throw some LED lights in there. And
love it. I love that. Like when you take it apart, it's super annoying that you have to unplug the wire to their LEDs.
Yeah.
But let's be real, like it looks cool.
It looks pimpin'.
I mean, come on, Lamborghini, Audi, they do it from the factory.
Right.
R8, Huracan.
Right.
So why don't we do it too? It costs us $12. If you buy it from the factory when VW does it, $2,000.
Exclusive manufacturer.
Exclusive manufacturer. This Porsche is actually better than we ever expected. Pretty excited about that. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Huge thank you to Ryan for coming over and checking this thing out and knowing all the known issues. I wouldn't have known what that was without actually Googling it, so he's on top of things over here. Don't forget to head on over to shop.WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Now we gotta put it back together. It was missing one Phillips screw on that cover, which is probably pretty critical. It's just letting it suck dirty air out of the engine bay. But at the same time, like...
At least it's the dirty side of the filter.
It's the dirty side of the filter. That was... I was like, it's the dirty part. So it's not that big of a deal. But I'm gonna see if I can find another coarse thread Phillips screw that'll match. I bet Porsche has them.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much are they? More than all the work we're doing. They're like, this screw's $200. Good luck. All right. And we have to reconnect all these little balls that hold the back down, huh? All right, well, let's put this thing back together. Somebody's taking care of it. They came in here and sprayed some silicone lube to keep the top supposed to what?
I think it's like every 15 or 20, go through and re-lube the top.
Okay.
And just check your cables. Usually what ends up happening is the cables will stretch.
I see.
Yeah.
That Hercules ratchet will put out some real... It puts out some power. I love the long neck though.
Dude, that is...
Game changer. I shove that thing into every space I don't want to reach down. All right, so what's that thing over there? That loose strap. You see this bad boy?
Okay, so...
The nothing?
That...
It has worn out elastic on it.
Yeah, so in theory, you would... Like that.
Oh!
Or the top. But yeah, they're always like this, so when you go to do that, it falls down in the middle of nowhere
and
while you're in there.
Of course.
So.
Okay, so that's just, it really does just hang out down in there.
It does. You just tuck it.
Okay, I was a little concerned. But now, back in we go. While we're in here, today's the day we're gonna fix this thing. So, gotta unvelcro the inside again, which has these little Velcro clips that wrap around the metal for the top. And then once you're there, you can really open the top up. So I've got this big, huge gap here that I can work inside, which is really hard to show you guys, but that's the elastic right there. And I'm gonna pull all the staples out of that and re-staple it right now. And then the top will be fixed. So this will take me some time, and I made a video on it before, so we're not gonna cover it again. But when we're done, you can see that it pulls the top in right there and make sure whenever it closes, it sucks this cable inside the rain rail. So, pretty simple, but you just need tension on it, about that much tension, nothing special. It's not pulling that hard. And you spend a couple cents on this Velcro or on this elastic and you're ready to rock. So, I'm off to, I guess, Michael's again. Gotta go to the sewing store. I think are they open? I almost think Michael's is gone.
Just about.
It might be Walmart. But we're gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna buy a piece of elastic and then pull all the staples out of the original one, re-staple it, and the top should be ready to rock. So by the end of this, we'll have fixed something and we'll know what's getting fixed next. But again, thank you, bro.
Absolutely.
Giving us all the Porsche deets here, and we're basically ready to take it on a 1,000-mile road trip. I just don't want coolant spraying out of it, and so far it looks pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Well, I couldn't find the elastic that I had before, so this time I grabbed some heavy-duty stretch waistband elastic here. I think it's only 3/4, but I figured if I fold this over and use its heavy dutiness, then it'll hold this together better, because this lasted, what, 2 or 3 years? It would be nice if that little piece lasted a little bit longer here. So let's see if this will get the job done. I also went and got the stapler that I bought for the last video, and I think this should get us to the finish line on this fun stuff that you can't see at all. That strap right there that's got all that tension on it is the strap that you have to repair. All right, this time we're gonna zoom in here so you guys can see what's going on. But I used that 1.5 inch wide elastic and wrapped it around the old elastic there and doubled it up. So now all you can see is the light. But there it is. We had to pull a lot of tension into that just to get it back to where it belongs. And now when you run the top, it goes right back where it belongs every single time. So I gotta go repeat this on the driver's side, but one down, one to go. And we also have to repaint this time. I know I talked about it last time. We are doing that this time to make sure that this looks super nice with the top up. All right, a few minutes later, I still need to put all the Velcro back on the little inner liner here, but what you're looking for is a bunch of tension right there, right? You want the elastic to pull that back in so it ends up going inside the drip rail, just like that. So now let's throw the keys in here and see what happens when we close the top. Okay, good. Side 2. Hey, there we go. So new elastic, ready to rock. Let's go ahead and open the top back up a hair, and that will let me get in here to put all this Velcro back in. So you don't need to open it up as far, just a bit, right about there. And I'm gonna shut the car back off for a minute. Put all the Velcro back together. It wraps around a metal rod that you can't exactly see, but you can feel it. There's a little metal rod, you can see my fingers right there. That's what that wraps around, and you need to Velcro it back together on that, and it slides up and down it as the top opens and closes. Then we're gonna mask all this off, clean this up with some alcohol, a little surface prep, and hit it with some trim paint, and it should be brand new. And we're gonna have to come all the way down because it does all need to match. So a little bit of masking. I'm gonna cover up the top with some plastic. I don't think it's gonna happen in this video, but we're going to refinish all of that metal. Cycled it again, and we are still looking good right there. So that is as much as I can ask for from a 200,000 mile Boxster. The top goes back where it belongs. This car might live forever. I don't understand. At least I probably shouldn't say that before I take it on the road trip. You never know.